hard. The truth is, I am overweight. You could call me fat, and yes, even obese on a doctor's chart. But to the person who wrote me that letter, do you think I don't know that? That your cruel words are pointing out something that I don't see? You don't know me. You are not a friend of mine. You are not a part of my family, and you have admitted that you don't watch this show. So you know nothing about me but what you see on the outside. And I am much more than a number on a scale.
It's the video that went viral within hours. A local anchorwoman takes 4 minutes on live television to call out the viewer who sent her an email criticizing her weight.
It was all over social media. We both posted it on Facebook. Her story has touched a nerve across the country, but it's about more than that. Cyberbullying is a huge problem. And News Channel 5's Shay Harris talked to a local psychologist today about this issue. And this is a problem, Shay, that so many people can relate to.
That is definitely truly. That's because the problem with the internet, with all the great information that it exposes us to, is the fact that there is no real accountability when it comes to posting opinions about other people. It's sort of a free fall for everybody in that regard. So if the person posting something derogatory wants to hide behind their post, they can do that.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's an old idiom that we've all heard or said, but is it really true, especially when the words are online and anonymous?
It makes it easier for them because they don't have to be accountable. They can do that by just by hiding behind the internet, and nobody knows who they are.
Words are and can be enormously hurtful. Some would argue words can be more hurtful than sticks or stones.
University Hospital's psychologist Dr. Jeffrey Janata says the old saying was a way of coping, but wasn't the reality.
It was a way of talking ourselves through not being hurt by another's harsh comments, but it was not the truth of it.
I think that it's immoral for someone to try to judge someone based on race, religion, creed, obese, a weight size.
Dr. Janata says, unfortunately, being anonymous, especially online, allows people to say what they want with little to no repercussion.
It can be very hurtful to people. To have anonymous attacks in part means that you can't respond. There's no one to respond to.
According to Dr. Janata, what Wisconsin news anchor Jennifer Livingston did is rare. Most people don't get to defend themselves.
What our research tells us is that people are much more likely to express feelings that they otherwise would not if they know that they aren't individually accountable, if they know they're anonymous.
Meanwhile, student Rosa Katz believes in one thing.
But for the adults, it's time to grow up.
On your side, Shay Harris, News Channel 5.
Very good.
Very good point. Well, you know, I think it really, hit a chord with all of us. And I'm just so glad she stood up, not just defending herself, really, but I think her point was really addressing a larger issue that I think resonates so much with girls who grow up in a society that puts so much emphasis on appearance. And whether it's your weight or your skin or, your race or whatever it is, that you shouldn't let other people's efforts to tear you down define how you feel about yourself.
And she talked about how this gentleman, what if he has a kid, and this is how the bullying starts. They see the parent say, oh, look at the fat woman on TV.
Right.
And the kid goes to school, calls another kid fat, and she pointed that out, that this is what starts the
cycle
trend.
continues.
That's
You
right.
brought this to our attention yesterday.
I was watching it during one of your stories.
Yeah, right.
And I was watching it over here. I was very proud of the young lady, the anchor, because it is bullying, and I'm glad she called it bullying. Anonymous posts that insult you, that are aimed to hurt you, that is a form of bullying. And I always say, if you want me to respond to any email you send me, good or bad, you better sign your name, or guess what? It's tossed in the garbage, because I'm not going to take the time to even care about it if you don't have the courage to sign your name.
That's right. That's right, Mark. Good point.